Oh, hello, everybody. This is your RJ. Welcome to the Bot Signal. If you don't know me, my name is RJ Redden, and entrepreneurs hire me to skyrocket their marketing message because most are a carbon copy of everybody else, or they are shouting into a black hole, or they're having a lot of trouble getting traction on and offline with their message. So, I create epic chatbot experiences that motivate people to click that button, connect with you, and convert like crazy. Bottom line, I am on a mission to get 1 million people to change their marketing. And today we're going to start with you. So, today's a deep bot thought day. All right. We've been having a little bit of these lately as the COVID crisis has had us all kind of locked down, here and there and everywhere. And I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind lately. It's been on my mind because in a crisis, who do you look to? You look to people who are leading. So I want to back up. I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've never done this on the show before. I feel like we need little wavy lines and a do-do-do-do. I'll get that. I'll get that as a sound effect. Anyway, here we are. Way long time ago in my life, I grew up in a very small town in Iowa. Yes, there was electricity. No, there wasn't internet. It wasn't time yet, people. Anyway, grew up in a small place, where everyone kind of knew each other. And leaders at that time were people like my teachers and, I don't know, the president of the United States. And I mean, I kind of had the typical view on who the leaders were in my life. Went to college. College was a great place. I got to know many people. But it kind of still remained, my view of leadership remained the same. People with titles, people in power. I certainly was no leader of any kind. And then as I began my work life, you begin on the bottom of the totem pole. And yes, believe it or not, I did work in things like corporate America for a while. It was a weird stint, believe me. But in the course of my career, I've held many, many jobs because people like me get bored doing the same thing all the time, which is why I'm an entrepreneur. And my vision of leadership, again, sort of remained the same. I'd be in these corporate places. I'd be trying to work my way up. I'd realize at some point that they just weren't ever going to promote me. A position of leadership seemed like it just wasn't available for someone like me. And I think by the seat of my pants, I really kind of associated leadership with management for a long, long time. How many people are you in charge of? That's how much of a leader you are, right? Well, as I started, of course, this entrepreneurial journey, some truths have become very, very apparent to me. And there was something I read on the internet the other day, got no idea who said it, and I'm paraphrasing anyway, so no plagiarism here. But this person said that you lead in everything that you do. In everything that you do, you have a chance to lead. You have a chance to, you can lead with compassion, or you can lead by authoritarian, you there, go do that thing, which I never, trust me, responded to at all. But I think that every one of us, according to that statement, that you lead, there's a chance to lead in everything that you do. I think that every one of us is a leader. Hey, Kathy. Back to following my broadcast. Hey, why, thank you. Glad to have you, my friend. So every one of us, I think, has a chance And especially at this moment, a lot of people scared. A lot of people scared, confused, wondering what they're going to do. Ton of job loss happened right before the lockdown. A lot of people looking for, okay, what do I need to do? What's next? What's going on? A lot of people doing the whole internet feed, right? The whole more and more and more information is going to make me powerful, looking for news on this situation. Trust me, you got to step away from that computer sometimes. That is not necessarily good for your mental health. So that public service announcement for you. But there are some people, some of them are in my inbox, some of them I watch online. There are people standing up and being leaders right now. There are people who don't necessarily have titles, and they don't necessarily maybe have a huge following, and they don't maybe necessarily have some of the things that you think that they might have to be a leader, but they are. There are people standing up and saying, hey, there are some things that you can do right now. We're not lost. We're not lost at all. We're all in a weird situation, which, well, my work day has not changed one iota since this has started to happen, okay? But a lot of people, their surroundings have changed dramatically. Sometimes job changes have been dramatic as well. But it's relatively easy to keep safe, for one. And we have got a lot of power. We've got a lot of power to figure out what we want to do next, to think about what could be something that would make a difference to me and or my family members right now. You don't have to be a leader of 1 billion people. You don't have to have a huge, large internet crowd. Honestly, you can influence the people around you. Here's another little bit on me. I have only taken, in the past, I've only done a leadership thing when there's no one else to be found. I'll give you a couple of examples. I was in a class up here at University of Nebraska at Omaha. That's where I got my degree. And 3 of them. Anyway, had a class there, and we had a group project that was insane. All right. This project was insane. The amount of work was absolutely tragic. And I had certain talents. I have certain talents in the presentation arena. This was a computer project, so I had a lot of people. We had 7 or 8 people on this team from vastly different places, and different communication skills and that kind of stuff. Anyway, it kind of fell to me to be the leader of the group. And that, I mean, like there was nobody else that wanted to do it. I took on the job, and I realized as I went that made me feel really great. When our group did great on a project, I felt like a damn rock star. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll mark this one explicit, people. I felt like a rock star when the group did well. I continued to lead throughout the semester. When it was done, we all went, woof, fabulous, that thing is done. But I was given a chance to lead a group of people. I loved it. I only would take it if nobody else was around. Here's another one. I was in, this was way back, when I was doing theater. Senior year of my my college degree, I was doing some theatrical set designing, painting out at one of the high schools in the area. Okay, so there was no one else around, man. I was the staff member. I was the person people were supposed to ask. And it was a crazy time for me because I had to really switch. I had to switch on. I had to say to people, hey, need you to go do that now. I had not done that before. And I was a huge stepping out of my shell to be able to do that. And so, and at the end of that thing, I mean, it was the end of that. I spent a year doing stage designing and a lot of things at this high school. It was so fun. It was so fun. And at the end of it, we did some things that we shouldn't have been able to do, and it was awesome. I had wonderful people working with me. I had an awesome set of students working with me. It was craziness. Now, what if? Now I'm so good. I am so glad to be right where I am today. My position where I am, I could not be happier to be where I am. But what if? What if I had felt like I could take the reins on some situations a little bit earlier in my life? What if I'd given myself permission to be a leader in whatever I did? What if I'd given myself permission to see leadership opportunities? Because, my friends, this is the truth. As you stand up and lead during this situation, and it doesn't matter what size of crowd you have, as you stand up and lead, as you say, hey, I know some ways out, I'd like to tell you about them. Hey, I know what you could do if you think of solutions for others. If you are, if you happen to have a team behind you, which I do, that's your chance, because the people who stand up and lead right now are the people that people are going to remember when things get better. Things got worse overnight, it seemed like. Like, I'm hearing about stuff in China, and then boom. My wife is like, I think we're going on lockdown. I'm like, lock what? Because I don't watch the news. So things got worse overnight. Things shut down overnight, and it needed to because of the way viruses spread. Things will get better little by little. We're not going to come out of this. We're not going to be locked down on a Friday and everybody goes to work on a Monday and things go back up again. We're going to come out of this. I'm facing my hand the wrong way, I think. Okay. This thing is mirrored, so I always forget how I'm going. We came down like this, boom, and we're going to go up like this. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be gradual. It's going to be gradual. And if you are there, leading your people along the way, providing them things to think about, things to do, things to get involved with while they're sitting at home. Some of them are sitting at home. Some of them are sitting at home trying to find jobs. But we are all sitting at home right now. Most get tired of Netflix binges at some point. It's time to be there, my friends. It's time to be there. Your crowd, and it's not time to be there because nobody else will stand up. Other people are standing up. That's fine. But whoever you have with you, if you're a coach, if you're a speaker, if you're a trainer, if you're an author, if you're an entrepreneur, you have people who are looking to you for something. So now's the time to stand up. It's okay. Leaders make mistakes sometimes. They just, be open about it and transparent and apologize and move on. That's another thing with leadership I really had to let go of. Because the reason that I was so afraid always to kind of take the reins in a leadership position was because I might make a mistake and then it'll be public. Yeah, okay. I made mistakes on this show. People still watch. I've supported software and I've supported groups of people and I've done things that later I've had to say, you know what, I changed my mind on that thing. I used to shout many chat from the rooftops. You haven't seen me doing that for a number of months. Leaders make mistakes. Leaders change their mind. They're just honest and transparent with your people. Stand up. You have nothing to be afraid of. Stand up, say your piece. Lead people right now, because there's a lot of people out there scared. wondering what to do, and you have a solution. If you're in business, you have a solution for somebody. Lead with compassion. Do this thing, people, because this is the time. This is the time when the real leaders stand up. I don't have a title. I mean, I put one on LinkedIn because you kind of need one, but I don't have a title. I don't have a title, but I have a lot of knowledge on how to survive tough things. I have a lot of knowledge about technology, and I have a lot of compassion. And that makes me perfect, and that probably makes you perfect too. So, my friends, I hope that you got something out of those deep bot thoughts today. Try something for me today. I just want you to try a what if. You don't have to do anything. This is a thought experiment today. You don't have to do anything. Try a what if. What if it's time? What if it's you? What if? What opportunities do you have to lead? Could be in your family, could be on your team, could be with clients, could be with pre-clients, could be with strangers. Doesn't matter. What opportunities do you have? Because when you do it, you're going to feel like $1,000,000. And then that will motivate others to do it. And we will come out of this together faster. Trust me on this. So, darlings, want to remind you that I do have a webinar happening. That webinar is happening today. It's happening today at 1 p.m. Central. It is all about, I'm going to throw it in the comments here. This webinar is all about learning how to write for chatbots. It is a completely different skill than writing for anything else. And I want to teach as many people as I can for those out there who are looking to add their skills. Maybe you're a copywriter. Maybe you're, just you write marketing pieces. I want to teach you how to write for something that has turned my whole life around. Chatbots have turned my whole life around. And my business is doing great right now. So, my friends, want to teach you a new skill. If you want to learn, show up. It's going to be a great webinar. It's going to have me in it. It's going to be entertaining. And, I promise it'll be fun. That's all I have. Also, hey, if you know anybody that's a copywriter that's looking to extend their skills a little bit, or if you know any entrepreneurs who are looking to extend their skills a little bit, just pass them that link, people. Not too late to join me. It's at 1 p.m. today. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up for today. I have talked long enough. I got to get to work. I got stuff to do. So, my friends, I will see you tomorrow. Same bot time. Well, actually, probably I'll be on time tomorrow. Same bot time, same bot channel. And that's it for now. I will see you in a bot.